taking care of your health should be this thing that makes a ton of sense, whatever side of the political spectrum you're on. Like if you are more that progressive, like socialized medicine thing, then it's like, well, for the party comrade, you need to be in shape and, because you're less of a burden on society. And then for more of the, the conservative side of things, it's like, well, chubby dad who's a father of three and a husband and all that, if you have a fucking stroke or a heart attack, who's going to take care of your family? And your life insurance is fine, but who's going to take care of your family?
Right.
Like you need to get your ass in gear and get back in shape so that you can be the leader of your family, or, if you're a mom or whatever it is. It's like, so the good health should be this thing that just like cuts through all political boundaries. It's like being in better shape and healthier is a win no matter what.
That was my take too. You're exactly right. That's exactly how I felt. It's like I had to take responsibility for my own health because no one else could help me. I was dependent on the health, on these professionals. And like you, I want to echo, they're amazing, but that said, I think the onus is on us. We have to take responsibility for our own health, mainly because no one else knows us as well as we do. That trainer, had good intentions to tell me to drink more water, but bro, that's not getting rid of my headaches because you can't feel the pain.
And if you were low sodium and you throw more water in there, not only was it making it worse, it was increasing the possibility of actually like cerebral embolism or a brain edema. So It was actually going exactly the opposite direction.
Yeah. And that's a perfect example of great intentions. What do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And, so I think, if we're going to impart a message here, it seems like we're united on this, that we need to take responsibility for our own health first. And I would love for healthcare to get solved. I would love for it to be affordable and for me to go in and see the doctor when, my kid breaks his arm or if I have something terrible. But yeah, I realize that it starts with me because I intuitively, I also know what's kind of going wrong with me. And I was just sort of, experimenting with what made me feel, even with eating. It's like I started eliminating things from my diet that I thought might be causing a problem. So as an example, I took out all dairy. I thought milk is probably making me fat anyway at this stage. I have a teenager. I'm having him drink as much milk right now as possible, like whole milk, because he is, he's 14. He's in 8th grade. He wants to run track and field, maybe play football.
That's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Dairy is good at taking small mammals and making them large mammals. Yeah. So that's perfect. Yeah.
But so I cut out all dairy, and miraculously, I started feeling better. And I cut out bread. I love bread, but I figured, well, bread's probably making me fat too. I haven't historically had a gluten issue, but when I eliminated the gluten, I'll tell you what, inflammation decreased, energy increased. I mean, I just started seeing all these benefits. And so anyway, I took back responsibility for myself, started experimenting on myself. And it was like so much more effective than going to pay an expensive doctor who's just throwing pills at me.
Right. Well, and what the doctor is ultimately going to be able to do is limited anyway, because at the end of the day, it is going to come back to sleep, food, movement, community.
I mean, we were just sitting back, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going.